For me, it's Holy Week, and that means I'm busy. It's good busy, but the allergies aren't making it easy. Good thing there's coffee. These are some random TTRPG thoughts. Let's roll it. Mornings. I saw 2 of my players this past weekend. Our online game is on a March hiatus because of life, and we're in the gap between our in-person Numenera sessions right now. Both really want to get together to roll some dice, which I take as a good sign. I honestly don't have any clue of how good a GM I am, comparatively speaking, so when my players are itching to get back to a game, it's really helpful feedback. I backed an interesting project a while ago called Master of Realms, and it's just been released. It's a hex-tile-based map editor, which shows some promise, but still got a little bit of work to do to mature. I'd love to see a paintbrush feature added to adjust the base texture of the tiles, which would allow me to add some green to cities or blend in some transitions between areas that I think would be really cool. Now, there is a tile editor in the software, which I need to explore a little bit to see if I can create some of the tiles I feel are missing, but that'll take some time. I've started playing with it, but it's going to take a little bit to get used to it. I will say it's a nice start, and I'm intrigued by the possibilities. So if you'd like to check it out, the Steam link for it is right over there. We finished up our book club discussion on Daggerheart last week. It was a blast. Next up for the club is Pirate Borg. Perhaps we'll find out why the rum is always gone. I'm still undecided if I want to review games that we discuss in the club, and we're hoping to stream an actual play of Daggerheart in the near future, so that's another possibility to come with the book club. And if you'd like to be part of the off-stream discussion, all you need to do is become a DM Tales Coffee contributor. This will get you access to the DM Tales Discord, which is where the book club forums are located. Comments you make about the book may make it onto the stream, and you may be invited to join the panel at some point in the future. That's not a promise, it's just a possibility. The link to become a channel member, that's right over there. So what do you think of the new Dice Over the Logo stinger? I wanted something short and sweet which both fits the channel and goes along with new YouTube trends. Since I end every opening with "Let's roll it," it felt right. I've got a custom dice tray on order that'll keep the dice together some more, so look for a couple of variations in the near future. My random thought stinger, however, is going to be sticking around. It's so much fun. I had a blast making it, and I want to keep using it. Last week I was interviewed for the All Year I Dream About Gaming Conventions podcast to talk about EcclesiaCon. I had a great time, and I believe the episode is going to drop sometime during the first week of April. Also, I gotta say, EcclesiaCon is going to be a ton of fun. It's May 1st and 2nd in Palmyra, New Jersey. It is literally 5 blocks in the Delaware River from the Tacony neighborhood in Philly. Easy to get to from the New Jersey Turnpike, 295 and 95. Come on out to have some fun, roll some dice, and do some good. The link for badges is right over there. Because of life, I haven't been able to run a game in a couple weeks now, and it's actually going to be a couple of weeks before I get to do so again, and I'm itching to run something. So here's my question for you. What TTRPGs do you like to run for a simple sit down and go adventure? Right now, I am enjoying Cypher System, Streamlined Superheroes, and Easy D6 for those types of games. I'd put Sentinel Comics RPG in there too. In fact, I'm wondering if SCRPG might be even more fun if there's no plan other than here's the start, here's the villain, what's the villain's plan? But it takes so long to make characters for that game, it's a little hard to make it sit down and go. Those other systems, though, really, really easy. This week in Broken Government, the Senate said, "This is stupid," and voted to fund the TSA. The Orange and the House, on the other hand, went, "No, I want to play with my ball," and rejected the bill. The Orange is insisting that provisions of the stupid SAVE Act be included in whatever funding bill passes because we gotta make it hard for legal voters to vote or he's in trouble. Now, if memory serves, attaching non-funding measures to a funding bill is supposed to be illegal, but does that even really matter anymore? Oh, and Congress is doing such a bang-up job governing that they're taking a 2-week break. We continue to attack Iran, and the Strait of Hormuz is pretty much closed, which is choking the world supply chains that affect us here at home. Something the Orange doesn't seem to understand, or is at least not admitting it. On the other hand, the No Kings protests this past weekend are showing a growing resistance to the autocratic megalomania of the current regime. I will take the brief ray of sunshine in bleak times. I now have 2 different games about raccoons in my possession, Raccoon Sky Pirates and Trash Sexy. I'm really looking forward to reading Trash Sexy, and I think I may need to pick up Wedding Games Garbage and Glory then to round out the trilogy of raccoon-based RPGs. And when Dave Ward's Masked Paws comes out, I may need to make up an entire team of anti-hero raccoons just for fun. There's also TMNT on my shelf, and I can make raccoons with them. That could actually be a fun streaming exercise, just all raccoons all the time. In the coming year, I'm probably going to be looking to pick up some freelance writing projects as an income stream. I realized to do this, I need to get some credits out there, which is putting a fire under me to get my Orshan incident edits and conversions completed. Dave and I created some pretty fun custom species for the adventure, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what folks think about them. After Orshan Incident, I'd really like to get my Howlmark Easy D6 adventures out into the world, and I'm considering fleshing out my first 9th world setting, The Hedge, as a short booklet for folks to explore. I'm rather fond of that location because it ties in some of my favorite aspects of Numenera. So, look for stuff written by me out in public pretty soon. We'll see. As you can see, my new studio is all set up, though I do need to do some sound treatments on the walls to reduce the bounce that you can hear in the microphone. I'll put some sound tiles there and maybe up on the ceiling as well. Now this adjustable desk, which is huge, anybody who's seen it is like, wow, that's huge, was actually gifted to me by someone in my congregation when he retired, and it actually came with a walking treadmill, so I'm getting some exercise. Yesterday, I spent an hour reading Coriolis the Great Dark while walking at 0.9 miles an hour, and it was so nice to be moving. I tend to fall asleep when I read in comfy chairs anymore, and just reading like that helped me go for like 2 or 3 chapters. I forget how much I actually did. It was really cool. Also, I think I'm going to be doing a couple of different shots in the studio. I might have the desk up sometimes, and I'll be going from the corner. If you remember my earlier videos for the channel when I was over in my church office, that's the angle that I used, and it worked pretty good. We'll have to see how things work out. DM Tales needs just under 300 subscribers to hit 5,000. Now look, in a lot of ways, because of how YouTube has mucked around with the algorithm, the number of subscribers isn't as important as it used to be. That's still a fun number to hit. So if you aren't subscribed, I'd love for you to follow along and see what else this channel gets up to. And don't forget to turn on notifications, or YouTube may never show you another one of my videos again because they've messed with the algorithm. Also, folks, you have no idea how helpful comments, likes, and shares are to the channel. If you can drop even a short thought to any one of my videos, it goes a long way. Now, on the reading front, I am flying through Coriolis the Great Dark, and then I got a stack of books I need to get to. So look for Redacted next. I'm putting that at the top of the list, even though TMNT is calling me. I've also got Trash Sexy, Top Secret New World Order, and Shadow West in the queue, with Riffs for Savage Worlds and the setting books for Dolmenwood and Land of Eam on deck. I'm also working on a piece of going over how I set up my Cypher System Chaos adventure, so look for that one soon, as well as some older pieces I am pulling out to finally finish writing. Until we see each other again, folks, happy playing, everyone.